Hey guys, good day guys. It's your host with the ghosts. It's your Brian. Half for Double H here. We have a lot to discuss. There's a lot to discuss. There's so much to go through. I mean, we've got to discuss Bayern. We've got to discuss Kagawa. We've got to discuss Liverpool. We've got to
Menu.
discuss Blondie. There's too much to discuss. I mean, Blondie is now in Milan. So,
Dude,
I
he's
mean,
done. He's done.
you know, the funny things are, it's like I don't actually have my main man Azzurro Milan in there because he's like a Milan supporter. He posted on his Facebook page like a big picture of Blondie, basically like with his thumbs up and like welcome to Milan. Apparently, Milan played well against Lazio, but I just want people to realize a little fact that Blondie is done. I just hope that people actually fully realize that, and then they can just sort of, accept that fact. But let me just put this question out there, and obviously we'll get to everything. Can Kagawa reclaim his greatness from before in Dortmund when he returned, or was it too many years spent at United that he's lost all his magic?
As you say, you never lose talent. I mean, he was played on the left wing for Manchester United. Of course, that's going to play a part. But I mean, if he can just get himself,
He doesn't fit the way United play.
yeah.
Like Dortmund, they play very quick transition, high pressing. That I think he'll do a lot better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it will be. I mean, you can also put in Shahin, who came back from Madrid and Liverpool to Dortmund, and he never reached his climax again. Like he never played as good as.
But Sahin is good. He plays good for Dortmund, though.
No,
No, I mean,
not as good as in past. Like back then.
When he
No,
first broke
I
out.
think my issue is that if you've been on the bench for so long, like same thing with Hernandez, Chicharito. When you've been on the bench for so long, doing nothing but
Apparently he's off to Madrid. Apparently Hernandez is off to Madrid.
But yeah, it's like you've been spending so many years on the bench. Can you still be as good if you've been pretty much non-existent for like what, 3 years, 4 years?
I think.
Kagawa was 2 seasons, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
So-
seasons.
2 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 seasons.
Experienced any injuries or stuff like Shine? I mean, if you compare.
Yeah. I thought it was 3. Because for me, I mean, I'm looking at Bayern Munich, and again, for me, I watched like, because I actually went to watch another match, because after the 30 minutes, I thought that they basically cleaned those guys out 4-0. Schalke have to have one of the worst defense that I've seen.
Yeah.
That coach is a clown. I mean, I don't think they actually do any defensive training in Schalke at all, because those guys were open. How Bayern did not score 5 goals in that first half is beyond me.
Yeah.
But I think that Alonso is, how old is Alonso?
32.
Is he 33? Yeah, I think.
No, he's turning 33 this year.
Yeah.
So he's 32 going on 33.
Turning 30. He's turning 33 in November.
Yeah, so it's all his fault, basically. Football terms, he's all very old.
But he's a player that never relied on tackling and his passing abilities. So
Yeah,
Is someone watching like TV in the background? I'm hearing like TV in the background.
Yeah.
same, I could hear that as well.
Yeah, shut that down, man. Nobody needs to hear that. So basically, I still hear the TV in the background. Who has TV on in the background?
Good question.
I think it's Tazin, I think. Tazin.
Okay. So basically, I mean, look, I'll just try and find out. I mean, so how old is Martinez?
Martinez is
It's 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah.
Wow, 25.
Yeah.
and the guy looks like he's 46.
It's the hair and the.
Yeah, no. I mean, because it just looks like Robin literally looks like he's
50.
about to enter
Same,
retirement.
same with Thomas
He's only 29.
Muller
Robin,
looks
I
pretty
think.
old as well.
I so don't believe that. I so don't believe that.
Costa, 25. Can you believe that?
I mean, no. Costa, I'd say
Studio
50, 54, 55.
He looks like some sort of a drug lord. I mean,
Like Robin, I'd say
Lash.
approaching 74. That guy is 29. That guy, he has been telling some lies on his passport. That is BS. You know. But I think the issue is that Alonso, man, his best years are behind him. And I'm not sure how well he can cope with. Because in the Bundesliga, from what I see, it's fast paced, it's quicker, it's a lot more intense. Guys are coming at you, guys attack quickly. It's very different from the La Liga game. Yeah.
Didn't he get destroyed when Madrid played Dortmund and they just pressed him like crazy?
That's the thing, man.
yeah, good.
I mean, look, Alonso. I think Alonso is a very, very good player. I think I've always thought he was very underrated.
Plus, he was found out in the World Cup as well when he was playing against Holland.
But I think that's more.
Yeah, the guy's lost.
That's the whole Spain team.
The guy's lost his legs, but that won't be a problem because the way Bayern play, they have 90% possession most of the game.
True.
He won't.
No, Bobby. But I think the issue is that you look at Schalke, like every single time that they countered, just like, okay, let me just can we just clear this up very quickly now? Who is Drax?
Draxler.
Yeah. Yes, as in when I say who is he, I say is he hype or is he just?
He's overrated. I think Mayer is better
I'd
than
say hype.
overrated.
I think he's a really, really good player. I mean, he has a really good shoot technique, and he's really fast. He can dribble really good. The issue is that he's sort of playing for Schalke, and he's not a natural wing player.
No winger, yeah.
When he first burst onto the scene, people were saying that his ceiling is higher than Götze's, much higher. But he's been kind of misused at Schalke, to be honest. Under Keller, the coach doesn't know how to get the best out of him. And I think at a club like, maybe an English top 4 club like Arsenal or Chelsea, he'd be doing much better.
He's playing on the wing,
I think that.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, we'll get to Arsenal and everything, but I think it's a case of the guys talk, and I've seen this guy play, and I think to myself that, okay, so is this the big deal? So is this what everybody's talking about? Because I don't really see what's happening in there, really, personally for me. But yeah, man, look, man. I mean, let's just switch things up very briefly. Let's go into let's go into the La Liga. Then we'll get into the Premier League. So,
dear Lord.
Let's just lay down the law here. My main man Abdul, he told me that obviously Barcelona squeezed through.
Yeah,
Atletico bought Chelsea, which is a huge purchase. That is a huge purchase for them buying Chelsea. Now, let's talk about Madrid. Guys, I am begging you, because I don't like to blow my own horn. I don't like to show off. I don't like to be arrogant. But you can go to my YouTube page and go back a few videos. What did I say about James Rodriguez?
I was saying the same thing as well. I mean, the guy scored 6 goals, and apparently he's world class. That's what people were claiming.
They have themselves to blame for that.
Yeah.
Madrid.
I mean, because for Madrid, you think to yourselves that you guys, you've really, really screwed up. Because again, like, let's just repeat it again. Maybe they'll hear it. Even if they hear it, doesn't mean anything. But let's repeat it again. You sell one of the guys that was a facilitator in creating a lot of their goals. It's like Liverpool selling Sterling. It's like
Bayern.
Chelsea selling Hazard.
Or Bayern Robben.
Yeah, it's like Bayern selling Robin. Like, there are guys who you just don't sell. Yes, Cristiano scores all your goals. Bale is like your impact player. Modric is your central midfielder. You've got Varane as your defender. But there are those guys who they make things work. They're the guys that really create those chances that make things happen for your team. You don't you do all you can to keep that player.
I know they have problems in terms of creativity, but the defense, my lord, all of the goals they conceded today was like, I don't know, inside the box, 3-4 yards out.
So basically,
It was all happens in Egypt.
Was Varane playing? Was Varane?
No, he wasn't. It was Sergio Ramos and Pepe.
The problem, I think, with Real Madrid is they have only 21 players in their squad. All other teams have at least 26, 27, so injuries will kill, and 3 of those are goalkeepers. And Hesse is out, and they're probably going to loan out Illaramendi, so injuries could kill them.
What?
Especially seeing as how they only have one true kind of midfielder that gets stuck in, and that is Khedira. And they may sell him on deadline day, even though he played today, so that might not happen.
You guys, I mean, that's true. I mean, Lansman has laid down the law in there, giving us the ins and outs. I'm gonna pretty much take what Lansman has done and just pretty much put it down as a very simple bottom line. It's like this. It's like it's a crossroads. Are you for football or are you for merchandise? If you're for football, James is not even a thought. You focus on Di Maria. Can we please come to an agreement because we want to keep you because you were one of our best players?
I think Mourinho said when he came to Chelsea that Madrid it's about politics, not about football. It's about politics.
I mean, yes,
and that's what it is. It's politics.
It's true because you look at what they've done is, I mean, and I feel sorry for James. Obviously, James is going to take the deal. Everybody wants to play, but the point about football is that all because there are very few players who can fit into any kind of system. Very few. Robin is one of those players who puts him anywhere, he will still do what he does because he's just that kind of player. There are not many players like that. You know, Messi can't be effective in any team. Ribery can be. So there are very few players like that. And James is a guy who, you put him in the right team, the guy will be very good. Put James in Dortmund. You put James in Arsenal, it'd be amazing. You put James in United, at Juventus, at Inter Milan, at Madrid. It's not his kind of team. It's not his kind of strategy.
Let's not overreact.
Yeah, Madrid is a more counter-attacking team where
it's
with the likes of Arsenal, and those teams are more possession-based.
No. No, Madrid still counter, but it's the way in which they counter, and it's the kind of thing they have around them. Because it's like you basically look at Colombia, look at the kind of players that Colombia have, and look at how Colombia counter. It's very different from how Madrid counter, because Madrid have different kinds of players who have different ideas of how to run and how to pass the ball. So for James to work, he needs to go to a team that is very similar to Colombia. And I look at Aston, I look at Dortmund, who have smaller players, much more mobile players, who play similarly, not exactly, but similarly to how Colombia play. So, I think that that's because James, remember, James, you've not done it yet. You've just had one good World Cup. That's it. One World Cup doesn't equate to being a superstar. It doesn't. Bale was carrying Spurs for seasons. Okay, Bale was carrying Spurs for seasons before he went to Madrid. And I knew when once Bale made that move, everyone said, "Oh my gosh, he spent so much overpriced. What's this?" I said it. Go look at the video. I said, "Bale, that is, guys, the real deal." And he went and he proved that he was a real deal.
As a side note, Dortmund play nothing like Arsenal. I heavily disagree. They play nothing like Arsenal, in my opinion.
Just quick one-touch football. What do you mean?
No, because I've watched Arsenal today against Leicester.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, all right. Let's get down to it.
No.
I actually want to talk about that.
That game horrible.
Okay, Rob, hit us, man. Start us off, man.
Sanogo, why is he starting?
We don't have anyone else except
Campbell. But Wenger could have gotten Remy, for example. Months
ago, man. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know, man. Guy's so stubborn. Plus, his tactics are amateurs. What is he thinking playing Ozil on the wing? Who plays Ozil on the wing?
You know what?
I know he played there for Germany, but freaking hell.
Why isn't
He's one of the
Yo.
best
On the
number.
wing.
He's one of the best number 10s in the world, and he's playing on the wing.
Okay. Let me hit you right now because I said this briefly on Twitter, and this is a question for everybody, and I want everybody to give me.
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
Is Mesut Jeremiah Ozil a world-class player?
Without a shell of a doubt, he is.
No.
No.
Yes, he
Who
is.
said
What are you
no?
talking about? After one season, he's not working.
Okay.
What are you saying?
Who said no?
No, I don't think.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Wait. He's a world-class
How-
passer, but he can't do any. That's
He's not even a world-class
Boy,
passer.
Rob,
because
did I say world-class passer?
No, he's not.
Very
He's
simple
not
thing. I said, is he a world-class player?
But that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
He's
no,
I've
not.
had one
He's
yet.
not.
Wait. How does it make
How is
sense?
someone world-class if you put him on the left side and he is render him ineffective? How is he world-class if we change his position slightly and he's ineffective? How is that world-class?
Sorry.
Zidane played for Real Madrid on the left side most of the time, and he was by far the best
Yes,
player in the world.
as Double H said, you can play wingers as an attacking mid.
Right.
You can't play attacking.
No,
mids
that's
on the
not
wing.
true.
Yes, it is because as a winger, you need there's certain things that you need to do. Stretch
If you
the
can
field.
dribble, you can go past players. I don't buy that. How? If you put,
Okay.
Wait.
I mean-
As a winger, you have to be able to stretch the width. You have to give your team width. You also have to have good crossing.
but
You have to
if
track
Ozil
back.
doesn't have that.
You have to track back. That's what I'm saying. He's
But
not.
if Ozil doesn't have that,
Let's not
That's
get in
exactly-
a full-on bitch fest, okay? Let's not have a full-on bitch fight. So
Wait.
let me bring in some other guys in here. Let me bring in some other guys. Yo, let me chill. Let me bring in some other guys, man. Let's just have one-on-one and clear, concise. Kadim, give us your thoughts. Ozil, give us your thoughts on Ozil.
I think first of all, I'm a fan of Özil, and but secondly, I would say that he's not really good on the left wing because as he's his only left footer. I mean, he doesn't use his right foot. So obviously he would be more like playing to his strengths if he plays more on the right side, so that he can cut inside, playing good passes. Because as a left foot, I'm a left foot myself. I know that you play on the wing, you need to go to the line and then cross.
Yeah.
And that's not his because he's not like that dynamic player, you know. He's not taking people one-on-one. He used to do that at Bremen, but not anymore. He's now like a sort of like technically guy, passing the ball, facilitating.
Yeah, I think Ozil was at his best at Werder Bremen and ever since he went to Real Madrid.
Okay. So no, true. Okay. I mean, Rez, what about you? What's your assessment on Ozil as a German?
Yeah, I know Ozil for a long time when he started in Bremen, then switched to Madrid. Thing with Ozil is it's more about his mentality. Quality-wise and strength, he has it, but it's often his mentality. He lacks sometimes the desire, I think. I mean, this is the big issue, I think.
All right. So Rob, what about you?
I just think his game, like when he was at Bremen and Madrid, he would pass and he was more dynamic. He would run into those little gaps of holes.
Yeah.
But now at Arsenal, he's just not as dynamic as he.
Well, he did that last year against Sunderland.
Okay. So Mohammed, give us your view. Okay. How? Let other guys are bringing down your boy Zil, the Zillage. So how do you defend the Zillage from the criticisms that appeared from two Germans?
What you guys are saying essentially is he moved from Real Madrid to Arsenal and now he's not considered world class after one season. Is that what you guys are saying? I mean,
No, I still consider him world class, but he's not used in a world class way because he's not playing.
of course you have to give him time to adapt to the Premier League. He's had one bad season. Now you're all saying he's not world class.
No, he wasn't even that good at Real Madrid.
What about yeah, what? He wasn't that good at Real
No,
Madrid.
he wasn't.
Are you a crack?
I'm not on crack. If you have Ronaldo, Bale, Ronaldo and Di Maria running on the wing, of course you're gonna have 20. So you're bound to have 20 assists.
But you still have to make those passes.
Ozil, the
You
lazy
still have to make those.
player.
Okay,
Ozil,
actually, wait. Let me just see. George, do you have your mic fixed, George?
What?
I can't hear him.
So, Lantem, okay. Let me give you the spotlight then. What's your?
I think Ozil is undoubtedly talented. He has some touches of genius here and there, but first of all, Ozil never crosses. Ozil, I've never seen him play a long pass ever in my life. He relies on players who run down the wing, and and he relies on his through passes, and they don't come off most of the time. He never tracks back. He doesn't run
Because that's not his game.
Heat map of
Do you see Ronaldo tracking back?
Yeah, Hazard never tracked.
Hazard never tracks back.
Let me
Hey, guys.
let me just give my quick assessment because this has brought about. Because this is what I love. This is what I love this. I love the passionate debate in this. I love this. Let me give my 5 cents on this. When Ozil was at Werder Bremen, when Ozil burst into the scene in 2010, I thought this guy could have been the next big thing. So this could be the next great attacking midfielder. Obviously not to the extent of Dino, but I thought this guy could really just take Germany and people up, going to the next stratosphere. So I mean, Ozil, in my view, has not reached the heights of 2010 and Werder Bremen. Now the thing is this: I love my boy Mourinho. Mourinho is my guy. He will always be my guy. But as much as he's my guy, Mourinho has sort of ruined a few players who I thought had potential. Obi Mikel had potential to be a great player. Mourinho, in my view, ruined him.
How?
For some reason, my view ruined him from becoming that top player. Ozil was good and very effective at Madrid, but not to the extent of Werder Bremen and.
He was also played as a right mid for majority of the season.
Back to Arsenal. My view on Ozil is this. In my view, Mohamed, you're my guy, you're my homie. I've got to be real with you. Ozil is not a world-class football player. That's just the fact. He's
Wait, let me ask.
Is he world-class after one season?
Mohamed.
Okay. My point is
is he the best player in Arsenal right now? Because I disagree with that.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. There's Alexis Sanchez. There's
Ramsey.
Ramsey, yes, but
No.
no, but you see, I mean, Ramsey's been playing in the Premier League since So Ozil has only had one season, really. So you can't really.
Wait, George, is your mic fixed?
Still can't hear him.
No,
I can hear.
Really low.
Okay, look, we've belated that point. Guys, it's early in the season, it's 3 games, but should every team forfeit and give the title to my boy Mourinho?
No way, no way.
No way, wait, who said no way?
I said no way because if Arsene Wenger can make his signings within a day.
No, guys, don't laugh. Who laughed? Don't you dare laugh. Mohammed, speak.
I was saying.
Sorry for people's rudeness. Speak,
of course, I was saying, if Arsene Wenger somehow, of course, with the way he signed Ozil in the last minute or so, if he can do that again, there's talks of Falcao and stuff, and of course William Carvalho. Wait,
back up. So Falcao is possibly going to Arsenal.
There's talks. Yes.
I thought he was going to Madrid.
Apparently that's off. So
He's going nowhere.
Listen, Mo, I'm on.
For me, I mean, I would consider Arsenal like a title contender if they would sign like one forward, like defense players and one or two.
You guys are forgetting the Premier League is long and it's
guys, I don't mean to sound cocky, but unless any club signs Falcao, Messi, and Ronaldo, they're not going to win the title.
What if?
That's you are being cocky. Wait, that is being cocky. What the hell are you talking about? That is being. What is it? Being cocky. They signed the 3 top attackers. I mean, you are being cocky.
That's my full trust, man.
Okay, you are being cocky. Okay, look. The thing is, guys. You see, what have I been preaching to you guys about? Strikers. Respect strikers. Fair enough, Man City have about 3-4 strikers, but for some reason, my boy Victor Moses, he bowled, he schooled, he weaved, and those strikers couldn't do anything because Victor Moses' power from the depths of Nigeria just brought those boys back down. Okay, 1-0 to the boy Moses. But the thing is this, guys, Costa is a striker.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Scolari, my Lord in heaven, how did he miss this? So no, guys, can we just back up? So is Fred telling me that Scolari looked at Fred,
and then look at Joe? Yeah.
Fred. No, guys, this isn't even funny. I swear, I am not laughing.
Maybe they're just good. They're good buddies. So
no, Rob, I'm being fully serious here. I don't give a damn about friendship. So Scolari, you looked at Fred, you looked at Costa, and you didn't put your arm around Costa and throw Fred in the dustbin. That's scary, man. Because when I look at Costa, this guy's a striker. Because I have no time for false nines, man. I keep telling you, I don't care about false nines. Okay, they make me sick.
But other did nothing in the World Cup. And, yeah, that would be another point people might use.
You know, but I mean, for me, basically, but the issue with this with Chelsea is that Lansing can be as cocky as you want. What happens when Costa gets injured?
Yeah, what happens?
Like 5Gs.
Hey, guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
George. Okay, George. Okay, hit me. Okay, so your view on the Zillage and your view on whether people should forfeit the league. So first of all, the Zillage, is he world class or is he not world class?
Ozil. I think Ozil is, if he's world class, he's right at the bottom.
Whoa. Okay, carry on.
I didn't know there was a list or a chart.
I didn't know there was a list. But George, carry on.
I still remember that amazing miss he did at Real Madrid. Like Ronaldo assisted him and he just put over the bar, and it was worse than Torres. But overall,
a lot of world-class players miss open.
Look, man, let George finish, man. George, man.
Ozil started really well, but then he just faded away. So, in terms of
he's only 25 though.
Yeah, I know, but you know, you compare him to other world-class players like Suarez, for example, who's in the same league, and
he's not in the same league.
Yeah, he's just basically worlds above, in my opinion. So I think if Ozil's world-class, he's only there just about.
Okay, but look, man, George, since we have you on the line, and I did watch the Tottenham-Liverpool game, can I just be very racial about this? Because this is the Half of Football Hot, and we're all very racial out there. We all know that. Look, my issue with Liverpool is that I've always felt that they were a club that, didn't really take too kindly to, because there are not many brothers that way in Liverpool's club down the years. So I don't know whether Brendan Rodgers is getting his groove on or is being low down, but I saw for the first time in my life 3 brothers were leading the attacking line of Liverpool.
It's kind of ironic because they had a racist up front last season.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
But the thing is,
so basically, he got rid of the racist, and he's playing a front line of 3 brothers.
The brothers united. So look, George, let me get this to you. How strong of a challenge do you feel that your boys, Liverpool, can pose to Chelsea this season with the telly?
Honestly, right now, I would say Liverpool will finish 3rd.
So you've pretty much just given up.
No, in terms of, Man City just have too good of a strike force, and Chelsea, in my opinion, have the best manager and probably the best squad overall. In terms of how Liverpool can challenge, I think right now our weakness is probably in defensive midfield, because I think if Lucas goes and Gerrard is basically there unchallenged, I think it's going to be a problem.
Look, but basically for me, I think this Premier, basically for if I was to assess all 3 teams, Chelsea, watertight, Mourinho is my guy. If Costa gets injured, Chelsea have issues, and Costa will get injured or will get banned. That's a fact.
Have hope. Do you think next season Wenger should take Arsenal to Brazil for preseason? Because I think you were right about the Brazil thing. I think it's starting to fade away. I think he needs to go back.
No.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
No. Basically, the thing with the Wenger is that Wenger. No, okay. Look, let me just quickly assess all the teams and I get to Arsenal. So I don't know with Chelsea. If Costa gets injured, Chelsea are screwed.
But that applies. The same applies to every team. If Ramsey,
I'll get back to you, Arsenal. I'll get back to your arrogant hands. As for Man City, the issue is that Pellegrini, I don't rate him as a great coach. When it gets real tight, Mourinho will always beat that ass down. That's a fact. But he's got his strikers. But if his strikers aren't doing well, Pellegrini doesn't have the tactical knowledge to really boogie on down. As for Liverpool, Liverpool's only weakness is Rodgers is not very strong defensively. I think his weakness as a manager is defensive. The guy, attacking-wise, coaching-wise, is one of the best coaches out there. In the way he sets his team up, amazing. Defensively, suspect. Arsenal.
Oh God.
Wenger.
He's stubborn as fuck.
Can you just get a striker?
I don't know. He's so stubborn.
Is it really that hard to get a striker? I mean, is it? Really?
It's not
It is. There are not many quality strikers out there.
We've had this strike.
I couldn't give a damn. Find one. Create one. Go to a lab.
This is the worst Arsenal strike force I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they had like Eduardo, he was pretty.
Okay, no, look. Actually, let me bring in King because King is saying so. So King, give us your 3 cents on the Arsenal situation. King.
We need a striker now. Like now. When somebody, I will donate some of my money.
We already do, man. We donate enough.
I know.
You have to feel very guilty because first of all, a lot of Arsenal fans are playing a lot of cheddar to get in, and I think that I've said before, it's very simple, but I'll say it again. Alexis Sanchez is an attacking winger. It seems that Sanogo is too much of a responsibility to make him a main striker. Did Joe Campbell sleep with Wenger's sister or aunt?
I don't know. He has something against him.
I think he's done something to anger Wenger. I'm thinking that this is a guy who played very well at the World Cup, is a lot more mobile than Sanogo. Why? Because he's just said that, can I please go to Benfica to get more game time? That's what he just said.
Even when he took off Sanogo, he replaced him with Podolski, who's not a striker. I mean, how insulting is that?
What kind of rubbish is this?
I saw in the Community Shield when Arsenal won, all the players were celebrating, but Campbell, he wasn't smiling. He was pissed.
Why wouldn't? It's just, it doesn't make any sense, man. It really doesn't make any sense. And if Arsenal don't get a striker, they're not sniffing that title.
Yeah, fourth again, yeah.
And why does Wenger always make substitutions after
he makes the worst substitutions ever. Every game.
No. Wenger is not a tactician.
I can't fault him as a coach. He's very good
coach,
getting the best out of his players, but his tactics, they're shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. He has no No, there are no tactics. There never has been. It's just that he
didn't need tactics with the Invincibles. They were that good. He didn't need to,
They were just so good. I don't know. They didn't have a tactic, but he had literally the exact right players who fit in well with his tactics, and that's why they were the Invincibles. But Wenger, you don't have Henry anymore. You don't have Pires anymore. You don't have Dennis Specialist backup anymore. You don't have Lundberg anymore. You don't have Vieira anymore. These guys are not there. I'm sorry, they're not.
On Sanogo, I find it funny how the only statement that Arsenal fans put forth when defending Sanogo is that he's young. Being young doesn't.
Is it really
crap?
Is it really his fault? He's not the one that's being chosen.
No, it's not his fault.
He's barely played any football though.
I saw
some serious injuries.
I read a statement Wenger came out and said, "Oh, we already have a world-class striker in Sonogo."
You know he didn't say that, man. Oh, come on, man.
He didn't say that. Lance him a shut up.
Why are you
Shut
making
up, crap, man.
He said
Why are you
that.
making
For
up?
us class,
Lance him, I'll throw you out the hangers.
he said that. I'm not.
He
I'm
never
not
said that, man. Come on.
Lance him, he never said that. Lance him, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you
If he
guys,
said that, he didn't say it.
Lion Tamer is on one, man. Lion Tamer is on
He
one.
said that. You can't make that up.
Lion Tamer is
What are
on
you
one.
smoking? Can I
know
have
what you
some?
smoking.
Okay, Lance him, who was your source? What's your source?
I saw an interview. I think after the Aston Villa game or something last year when
so
they lost.
basically, I'm using your eyesight as the source.
Yeah, but my ears still work.
What the?
It's wrong.
Are you sure you had your glasses off or something?
Moving on.
Whether I don't need glasses, I've heard him say that.
Lance him, clear the wax out.
Do you know the press would rate Wenger?
Lance him, wait, give me your address. I will send you a packet of.
I can't tell you my address. I am
Yes, I promise you. I'll send it to you first.
It would be all over.
I promise you. Okay, moving on.
The media would murder Wenger.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Guys, he did not say.
Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Arsenal anymore.
Torres.
Oh my god.
5 goals at
Torres.
How did he become so shit from Liverpool?
I don't
He had
know.
a career-ending injury before he was transferred. So.
Yeah, in his book he said that.
Was it an ACL? What was it?
But before he joined Chelsea, he was scoring goals though. I mean, he came back from injury.
Yeah.
He was scoring goals for Liverpool, and then they took him.
If you have a career injury, you don't miss that goal.
You don't miss an open goal,
Yeah,
man.
it
Thank
doesn't
you.
make sense. Yeah.
Thank you, King. Thank you, man. Look, don't give me anything. Look, a guy with half a leg will put a ball through an open goal. It's a mental issue. It's not an injury issue. It's a psychological issue. Guys, the thing is that once Torres missed that open, he never psychologically recovered from that.
He tried everything. He tried changing his style. He tried changing his style.
He tried smoking drugs. He tried sex. He tried killing people.
Even David Luiz tried to pray for him.
No, he tried everything. No, but the fact is that AC Milan, basically, I will be shocked. I will literally be in shock if Torres gets 7 or 8 goals this season for Milan. I'll be shocked. I'll be like, wow.
I wouldn't.
Look, guys, I could be wrong. Balotelli could flop at Liverpool, and this guy, Torres, could score 20 goals for Milan.
Yeah,
it could happen.
It could happen. But I'm just making a call. This is just a friendly call, and my friendly call is that, in my personal view, I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, I personally don't think it's gonna happen. I think Torres is through. I think that he's done, and I just think that's it. But guys, actually, I need you guys to fill me in. What is this Falcao situation with Monaco? Do Monaco not want him?
No, the current situation is that, and that comes from a guy on Twitter. He's reliable. He works for Sky Sports. It's called Guillaume Beleg or something.
No, I don't trust that guy, man.
But the thing is, they are in contact with Manchester City, but City are getting extremely nervous about the delay, and now Sheikh Mansour, the owner, is getting directly involved. So I think Falcao to City will be done within the next couple of hours.
What do they need strikers for, man? They got like 3-4.
City?
Guys,
They probably saw what.
Wait, let's bring in Kadim. What's happening? What's up?
what I always wanted to discuss with you guys. I mean, you were always sort of like defending Chelsea and City, or sort of like praising how good they are and stuff. But actually, they are like the nightmare of modern football. I mean, they are hoarding all the forwards, all the good attacking players. Like nobody else can buy them. So I mean, that's really cool for the competition.
Coming from the Bayern fan.
I'm not a Bayern fan, man.
Coming from the Milan.
Frankfurt. Kadim is a Frankfurt guy, isn't he?
Exactly.
No, look, guys. Look, you already know my view on modern football. I told you. Chelsea were my team I was rolling with Chelsea when these guys were down in 6th, losing to Bradford City away, with Zola, Leboeuf, and Desailly like rolling in with Hullet. But once Abramovich came in with all his money, I said something's wrong here. Something's really wrong here. As in, they can lift just like guys like whether you want Barcelona or Madrid can just buy whoever they want. I said I still love football. I'll always love football because I really play football. Football is a thing. I've been playing it since I was born. So it will always be in my blood. But I've got to be real and say, where is the competition? If you've got, because I told you Abramovich can give you £1 billion in cash. That's a guy you don't mess with. That's a guy who is doing some illegal shit. A guy who can give you £1 billion in cash is a guy you don't mess with. Putin. So, but that's just the reality of modern football, which is, because again, they are. Listen, do you know what signifies modern football for me? Atletico Madrid, Chelsea semi-final. Costa beat that ass. He totally scorched them. And Mourinho says, you know what? That striker messed us up. I think I'm going to buy that striker. It's almost like if you're in the World Cup and Scolari says, you know what? I'm going to buy the entire German team after being destroyed 7-1.
Look at Southampton, for example. If they kept all their academy players,
They got raided.
They got raped, man.
About Southampton, how many of their players actually came up through the academy? Because if I remember correctly, it's just Shaw. Lana was purchased from Bournemouth.
But that's still being shrewd. It's not like splashing, millions of pounds on world-class players.
Double H.
You still have to develop the players.
Actually, wait. Lantem, what do you want? What do you want, man?
Yeah, let's not make Atletico out to be this poor guy, this underdog.
That's what they are, man.
They had money issues. They spent in one season like 45 million on Falcao. This season they spent 120 million euros on players.
Yeah, but that's the money they got from you guys.
The real underdogs are the Bradford Cities, the Wimbledon AFCs, not the Atletico Madrids. Come on.
But Atletico did get that money from you guys. Was it 60 million they got from you guys?
Yeah, but they still spent. How did they spend? They spent 45 million on Falcao when they didn't have the money to do so.
How much does the whole squad on a whole cost compared to Chelsea?
Yeah,
not that much, of course, but they don't have the resources. But they are in money. They are in debt. They are in a club in debt. They cannot spend. Chelsea is not in debt.
Yeah, we all know that.
No, Lantino. Do you know? Who owns Chelsea? Last I checked, it's a big man who has more money than Zeus.
Yeah, that's true. But no, Chelsea at this point, Chelsea is a self-sufficient club. If
it wasn't for Roman Abramovich, Chelsea would be like Tottenham.
Yes.
No, worse.
Abramovich is my guy. He stinks of money. He absolutely reeks of money.
Yes.
I love him because he's so rich. That's why I love him so much. Okay, so they'll never be rich. Okay, so Lantem, I don't know what the hell you're smoking.
Wait, no, but
straight face Chelsea does not that. Oh, Chelsea are a very well-run club. A very well will never be in debt. Abramovich.
Yes,
I think.
Yes, of course they are a very well-run club.
I think over the last few years they've actually.
Who has come through the youth system for Chelsea besides John Terry?
John Terry.
It is down to Abramovich. I'm not denying that. I'm not that stupid, but they are a very well-run club. They have the best sporting director in the country, in Michael Emenalo.
Yes.
They have the best.
The money combined. The money
medical staff, because they have the best medical staff.
That's all influenced by money. Money, you hire the best staff with money.
Yes, but
Chelsea actually make a loss when they won the Champions League.
Yes, obviously. But now they're self-sufficient because you look at the net spend this transfer window, they spent like what, £8 million?
Yeah, but
that's because they can sell players that they have and buy new ones. That's what self-sufficiency means. They don't need Abramovich. Technically, they don't need him anymore.
Of course they do, man.
But imagine.
Yeah, because the club. Yeah.
Wait. Let's get a few guys in here. Okay, Kadim, get in here, and I'll get back to Lantem to defend himself. Kadim, what's up?
Imagine that Abramovich wouldn't have spent that much money on Chelsea.
Well, there were nothing.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Arsenal would be up there.
They were like Tottenham, basically.
No, worse.
Worse.
No, what are you talking about?
No, worse. I remember one time they were in relegation.
Oh my God, we were playing Champions League before Abramovich.
Yeah, but so was Tottenham.
No, Tottenham play Europa League, right? But
There
no,
was there was no Europa League.
Okay, no, Lance.
But Chelsea were not top four.
Let's just relax here. Let's just relax here. Lance.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. I am begging you to be real. Okay, I'm pleading you to be real.
Yes.
Do you know what Roman Abramovich looks like?
Yeah, I do.
It's a very simple question. Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah.
Now, Lance, when next you see Roman Abramovich, let's say in a private room, ask him to give you $2 billion in cash. I can bet you. No, Lance, let me just finish.
Yeah.
Lance, I can bet you that there's a 90% chance that if Abramovich feels good that day, he will give you $2 billion in cash. Now, Lance, a man who can give you $2 billion in cash is a man who stinks of money. Therefore, the very notion of a club being well run doesn't even compute because he's so damn rich.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy.
It's like you need
in Russia. This guy took a lot of cash. His money is illegal. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's one of the reasons he bought Chelsea.
Oh, you don't have any. You don't have any.
That's it.
Second of all, every club that
to be that rich, you need to do something illegal.
Every club that is,
You're telling me that Abramovich is not a criminal.
You know who is a criminal? Uli Hoeneß is a criminal. That guy's a proper.
He's in jail. He's in prison.
Yeah.
So what can you say?
Is Abramovich in prison? So in my book, no.
Because he has very good lawyers.
Yeah, but
Guys, let me explain you.
Okay, Reza.
The thing with Chelsea is, yes, they got Abramovich. He brought the money, and over the years, they got the structure. You mean the professional structure? They bought the medical stuff and this and best coaches, best players. With the time, they developed. I mean, you can say they are a good running system now. But the thing is, the money came from Abramovich. That's fact.
Yes, of course. I'm not denying that.
They won the lottery, basically.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at other clubs. I think Chelsea and some other clubs, Tottenham. Yeah. So it could have been. It was just.
But no, they have a big fan base. They sell all those stuff, and they make money. Of course, they make money because they're grown.
Okay, actually, let me quickly give it to Kadim because you wanted to say something. So, Kadim, what's your view on this whole cash issue? Because I love cash.
I can't imagine like Falcao, Dzeko, and Aguero playing for one club. I mean, what's the sense about it? I mean, at least one or two of, actually two of those players should be playing for other teams in the Premier League or anywhere else. That would be a lot better for the competition. And I mean, that's just unfair in my opinion.
But welcome to modern football because, as you said, my gosh, a team has Aguero, Yaya Toure, Silva. That's a ridiculous amount of talent in one team. But
company, yeah.
Mercenaries.
Look, at the end of the day, it's all about cash and money. Because remember, guys, a lot of these football players are not very well educated. A lot of these guys didn't really finish school. So all they're thinking about is money and which is the big team, big, huge. Which team does everybody like? So same with Costa. Costa was not thinking now, let me stay with Atletico. Let me actually build something here. Let me be a legend here. He was just thinking, my gosh, Chelsea, big, Mourinho, huge team, money. Let me just go. So these players, they just want to really get the best. Same thing with Mario Götze. Mario Götze could have thought that Dortmund club, he didn't raise me. I do like the club. I play well with the club. He can coach me. But if he was thinking that, my gosh, Pep Guardiola, this great coach people talk about, Bayern Munich, the huge team, boom, I'll make that move. Lewandowski, same thing, boom, I'll make that move.
What about dudes going to Russia for money, though?
But I disagree, man. I disagree because Bayern is a different team. Bayern is like Real. Bayern is like Barcelona, like AC Milan. They have a tradition. I mean,
Yeah, they have history.
They
They have
wouldn't pay
history. Yes.
Cruz
That's
the
what I
money he
that's
wanted.
what I don't
Bayern.
understand. How can you say a player is a mercenary when he moves to Chelsea or City, but he's not a mercenary when he moves to United or Arsenal? What the fuck kind of logic is that?
No, I mean all the players are
Is that-
mercenaries.
they are,
What
but it,
12-year-old cares about tradition? The footballers that are born now, we're going to play.
What we're talking about is
Are they going to play for Nottingham Forest?
Well,
Are they going to
no. I'm saying Man City team. But obviously, this Arab billionaire came and all of these players, they attracted all of these players with cash. That's what we're trying to say. We're not trying to say
There are some average players on big money in Man City, for example.
I mean, it's about shaping incentives, isn't it? I mean, like paying so much money is. I mean, you can't change the attitude of the players, but you can change the rules and the sort of structure and the
rules now. Kadim, that's very true. But Kadim, you know the thing is, the rules will never change. Do you know why they'll never change? Because seems like it's about cash. It always comes back.
It is. Of course, it is. Also, it's right what line.
No.
It is about cash, but it's not only. Let's not reduce the issue to just.
Making the money.
But let's not reduce the issue to just cash. If you like Loic Remy, for instance, like Exhibit A, Loic Remy, he had the choice. Both clubs, Arsenal and Chelsea, activated the buyout clause, right? He had the choice between Arsenal and Chelsea, and both would have paid him the same amount of money. He was on.
Chelsea have more titles. Chelsea have a chance of winning more and more titles.
Exactly. It's not. They would have paid him the same way.
Because of the cash.
Better club. Better.
Was Wenger in for him? Because he could have had him months ago.
Arsenal pulled out. He was asking for too much cash. That's why Arsenal pulled out.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I heard he wanted a bit of cheddar. Man.
He is on 110.
Plus,
Hi, but
he's not
like,
first. He's not second. He's third option.
Sorry, but I mean, that doesn't include the fact that Chelsea bought a lot of other really good players. So I mean,
Yeah, look at
you have Chelsea and Arsenal both paying the same wage, offering the same amount of cash. But then Chelsea has like 2 or 3 other stars who came there because they get paid really good. And then I, as a player, would consider to go to Chelsea because they have better teammates. And they have better teammates, they have more money.
Bottom line.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I have an inherent bias. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, first of all.
Yeah.
But I see your point, and I don't deny that we wouldn't be where we are without Abramovich. That's just stupid, straight up stupid. But what I'm saying is, I just appreciate it, and I'm saying that we are a self-sufficient club, and we could do well without Abramovich. But he's not anyway.
Now you could.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Chelsea have made losses within the last 5 years. I'm pretty sure they've made losses. They haven't gained any profit.
No, they made a profit. They made a profit when they won the.
I was looking at a picture where it showed.
We're nowhere near in trouble. We apply with the rules and regulations of financial fair play, so that doesn't matter. I think every big club
they have good what do you call it?
Accountants.
Yeah.
The other one.
No, they have good sponsor deals as well. Chelsea.
What looks like the guy that formed just said like David Luiz 50 mil. So that's some.
I mean, as good as Emanalo is, I think he drugged the PSG representatives.
How did he go for 50 mil, David Luiz?
Man, whoever made that deal is a genius. Whoever made that deal is a genius.
Was a retard.
I think what happened was PSG just said we'll put 50 million on the table. Take your.
Was it take it or leave it kind of deal?
Not really, but I'm just saying.
No, I think
they must have just tabled 50 million.
I don't even think the 15 million number is correct. I think it's 50 million euros and not pounds. First of all, I think it's somewhere in the region of 38 million pounds.
Still too much.
Still a lot for
that guy. For a defender that can't defend, that's too much.
That's way too much. That's way too much.
Considering seeing as Benatia, who is the same age, went to Bayern for £20 million.
Come on, are you gonna compare Benatia to David Luiz?
No, yes, I am comparing this.
What the fuck?
No, Lanzmann, no. Lanzmann, no.
No,
No.
I'm not comparing the players. I'm saying seeing is
Lanzmann, no. Lanzmann, don't do it.
Guys,
Did you watch the 7-1?
That's a much better deal. Bayern gets a better package.
Guys, I just checked on Sky Sports. Apparently, David Luiz did go for 49.5 million euro, not pounds.
Yeah, pounds is ridiculous.
49.9. That's a lot of. Okay, guys, let's get back to Torres because that's one of my favorite topics in football right now.
Oh, please don't.
No, it's a very simple question. Do you feel that Torres can? First of all, how old is Torres?
I think he's 30.
30. Okay. Because what's it called? My guy Robin is 29 going on to 30 right now.
30.
Do you feel that Torres can still get back to his best?
No.
No, he's too damaged.
No, he relied a lot
No way on her.
back in Liverpool, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's lost that pace that he used to have when he played for Benitez.
He was also clinical in front of goal, which he obviously doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah, I think his entire mentality has been destroyed.
Yeah.
I think the Serie A will suit him better because it's so slow and he's gotten so slow. So
You still need to be
For Lanzmann, there's slow and there's crap. They're two very different things. Okay?
Yeah.
And you can be as slow as you want. You can't miss open goal. If you can score from an open goal, that's an issue anyway. You can be playing with old granny. If you can't score an open goal, that's a problem.
I'm just very
Wasn't Gervinho like that at Arsenal though? I mean, I remember.
He was never missing open goals.
Torres is
He did.
No,
I saw some.
No. Torres is a whole new situation.
Torres
And they
consistently.
also
And he's actually a good dribbler. He's actually a good dribbler. So.
Torres consistently. Consistently.
No. True. King, as you know, Torres consistently has been playing crap for 3 years. You know what it means where consistently, without fail, for 3 years you have been garbage. Where 1 or 2 games you've been alright. I am shocked that Charles. I mean, basically, the issue with Torres is that he should have left Chelsea after that one season. But he was stubborn. He kept going. He kept persisting, and
trying to get rid of him.
And also because of the wages he was on. That's why he didn't leave.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think Abramovich was a bit stubborn because he wanted to get his money's worth. So he was reluctant to sell him.
I also heard that he was interfering with the coach and he told him to constantly play Torres. Is that true? I heard that he was telling.
Wasn't that the same with Shevchenko?
He was telling him to constantly play him. Yeah.
Oh, Shevchenko! Oh Lord! that was another.
30 million pounds to sit on the bench, basically.
Wow.
No.
I saw it coming back then.
No, but actually, the best thing that I ever had was Pierluigi Castoradi. This guy literally earns about 60-70 grand a week for being injured for 2 years. Do you know what it means where you do nothing for 2 years and you earn like 60 grand a week?
Abu Dhabi.
Very true. I mean,
actually, that's 5 years or more.
So what's the issue with Diaby? He's just.
He's back again. He was injured. He was injured again. And he's back again. He's back agack
2 weeks in, 2 months out.
He had a hip injury, and then he came back now.
So actually, it's actually very true, man. I'm going to make a. I mean, if this is slightly non-football, you German guys, your English is actually very good, man.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
You know, it's like for guys who for me, I only speak one language. I don't even speak it that well. So
I can speak 3.
No, I mean I speak very basic French. I mean that's what I can do with French, and I know literally about 3 words in German and some Spanish. But I mean German. No, I mean it's your English is pretty damn good. So
because it's in the teaching here in Germany. I mean we must learn it.
Okay.
Basically, I think it's sort of similar to schools in the way you have to learn French, but I think either our teachers are crap, or maybe French is just a very hard language to learn fluently. So maybe our teachers are just crap. So I suppose. All right, look, guys, man. I'm out. I'm out of here. We'll probably do another hangout very soon. It's been swell, and you know how I always like to end this. I'll end this again. First of all, United.
Wow. We didn't even talk about them.
Is there anything to say?
Oh yes, United.
I'm sick and tired of those guys.
Moyes.
Oh, Tom Cleverley's going to Aston Villa, I think.
No, he refused because they wouldn't match his wage demands.
Now,
he should be earning minimum. He should be earning minimum wage, man.
$650 a max.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any news on Vidal? Apparently he was shaking goodbye to.
What?
No. United are not getting Vidal. It's not happening.
No way.
Purely for cash. And I think Di Maria.
No, man.
I think Di Maria thinking that. My goodness, watching happen. Where the hell did I get
Imagine if Ferguson hadn't been so stubborn and they still had Pogba in their team.
I don't think he had nowhere else to go though.
Guys, I'm telling you this right now. 15. I'm not moving from that position. 15.
What? I'd say about 10.
I say 8.
Oh my god.
Good.
Yeah, very close. Very close.
So guys, where's Moyes?
No, I'm being serious. Where is Moyes? I'm very distressed because this guy, I've literally, because people send me tweets where a picture, there's people who send me a tweet of
but isn't he
exact location where he is.
Isn't he inside Van Gaal?
Oh yeah.
He needs to write a biography.
No, trust me. I bet you that in the next press conference, Van Gaal will take off his mask and he'll basically like, got you, distance. Alright guys, peace out, man. I'm out.